Before I go any further, I just want to say that on behalf of the Sheriff's Office and law enforcement in Marinette County, and I think I can speak for the Department of Justice here too, our sincerest condolences to the Slattery family for their loss. And I also want to say thank you to everyone who's been supportive of us through this difficult time, their kind words and emails and phone calls. We posted photos of the 3 officers that were involved in this incident on the board. Deputy Lance Lincoln, 9.5 years experience with our department. He was the senior person on shift and the officer in charge of the shift that night. Deputy Sean Van Ermen, 8 years with our department. And Deputy Fred Popp, 8 years with our department, and he has experience beyond that with another agency. There was a question about the firearm that the suspect was carrying. It was in fact loaded with 1 round of 00 buckshot, and firearm and buckshot has been recovered as evidence in this case. Deputy Lance Lincoln was the only officer that fired his weapon. He fired all 3 shots. The other 2 officers did not fire their weapons. Deputy Lincoln is on paid administrative leave pending the completion of this investigation and completing the requirements of our policy. Deputy Van Ermen and Popp are on their regular scheduled days off and are not on administrative leave. There was a question of distance, and from this photo I can point out that our officers took a position in the dark at the garage, the corner of the garage, and the suspect came out of the house and was on the porch here, and I estimate this to be close to 20 yards. Shots were fired from here, and the suspect ended up on the ground right below the porch. The type of weapon that Deputy Lincoln fired was his department issued .223 caliber rifle with 75 grain police ammunition. 3 shots were fired. He was hit all 3 times, 2 in the upper chest and 1 in the stomach. It's shoot to stop the threat, or do whatever you have to do to stop the threat. And again, to this point in the investigation, I do not see anything that leads me to believe that these officers did not act properly and do what they're trained to do.